हेलो गाइस, क्या हाल है सबके। होप एवरीवन इज़ डूइंग फाइन। आज हम खेलने जा रहे हैं किंगडम कम डिलीवरेंस 2।
Keep firing! Don't stop! Give it up! We need more arrows! I need help here, damn it! You, grab whatever you can and get up top!
What are you doing here? Go and take cover in the keep!
Can't hold out against this onslaught much longer. Go and take cover with the others. Look out!
Where's your weapon?
To the battlements! Move!
Father! Will you come to anoint us before we die?
We'll get anointed after the battles are hands. With booze. Get ready! Prepare to shoot! Position! Take cover! Now! Form up!
A rude awakening, eh? Make it count.
Position! Follow me!
तो पहला पार्ट गया था कुछ साल पहले, वो भी मैंने नहीं खेला। ये थोड़े ही दिन पहले रिलीज़ हुई है। लेकिन नाइस। लोड कर रहे हैं हम इधर। और ये ले। नाइस। ये वाला गया है।
Die, you swine!
ये है कोई एक किंग है, उसके कास्टल पे कब्जा किया जा रहा है। किंगडम बेस्ड गेम है कोई। अभी से हफ्ता ही हुआ है रिलीज हुआ है। बहुत अच्छे रिव्यूज थे इसके, तो मैंने सोचा हम भी खेल लेते हैं। अभी ये फ्रंट डोर से पुश कर रहे हैं। ये बोल रहा है पीछे जाओ। हेल्प डिफेंड द गेट इन द कोर्टयार्ड।
Get over here with that crossbow and join the line. What the fuck are they waiting for? More fire!
वाली तरफ। क्या हो रहा है देखो उधर।
I have to help them by the gate.
स्ट्रेटेजी गेम है, बड़ा मज़ा आ रहा है खेलने में। ये डोर शायद खुलेगा इधर से। When attacked by holding, you can defend yourself by you are full to look. आ रहे हैं उनको मारना है ना। ये अपना ये बंदा भाई, इसे क्यों मार रहा हूँ मैं। ये शायद ये भी अपना है। वो सामने ये इधर चढ़ते आ रहे हैं। लेट्स ये आया इधर। नाइस नाइस। ये इधर गया, ये इधर। अबे भाई ये किधर से मार रहा है। ये इधर किधर आ रहा है। नाइस। ये सीढ़ी गिराएगा कैसे इधर से। ई होल्ड टू नॉक द लेडर। नाइस। हाँ चढ़ने ही ना देना ना ऊपर। नाइस।
Don't poke at it. Just calm down.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, fucking you, that. Jesus. You were only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. The most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
पहले की सीन है ये।
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, you rat!
What's that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Anyway, this Audens, whatever. What does that actually mean?
Oh, Dentes Fortuna Juvat.
ग्राफिक्स तो देखो
Fortune favors the
क्या
brave.
ग्राफिक्स हैं।
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world, meet new women, and simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir. Trotsky.
My word. That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Berghoff must be made of money.
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh? But why didn't Uncle Hanush take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Aye, it does look like that. He'll hand over all the Ratai estates to you one day. So I expect he wants to be sure you won't botch it.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where. And here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
So do I. How is that? Fortuna...
Audentes fortuna juvat! See now, there's the Henry I know and love. Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking there in the back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, Nick. Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing.
वाली आंखें हैं मेरी, मैं कुछ मिस नहीं करता. आगे कुछ आया तो मैं बता दूंगा.
Sir.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trotsky.
Surround them! Don't let them get away!
Besides, stand a chance against them. Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
बोल रहे हैं घेर लो इन्हें.
Halt! What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Lipa.
पकड़ी हुई है इन्होंने.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Lipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Lipa is on the side of King Wenceslas.
Well,
While my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund.
Well,
So it would appear we are enemies.
मसला हो गया.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz.
And Lord Capon's bodyguard. I'm an advisor to the noble and
I'm a soldier and Lord Capon's bodyguard. My job is to defend him with my life.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band. So why should I trust you?
situations. One, two, you can solve a lot of situations. अब इन्होंने हमें कुछ चीज़ें सिखा रहे हैं इधर ना कि स्पीच के ज़रिए भी स्पीच के थ्रू भी हम मसलों को हैंडल कर सकते हैं। ये सारी चीज़ें यहाँ अपनी करेज दिखा सकते हैं डोमिनेशन के ज़रिए भी। तो देखते हैं।
Take a good look at us. Do we really look like bandits to you?
I'm still not sure whether I should trust you.
You don't have to trust us. As long as Lord von Burgov does when we see him. An entire company in rat-eye livery. A sealed message. I think he'll understand at first sight who's standing before him. The way I see it, ensuring safe passage to the castle for Sir Hans Capon of Lipa and his entourage should be in your interest. So?
You can be assured that I respect your position, gentlemen. All right.
Damn. Slow.
Sorry about the cold reception. We must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall, and Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone let a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God, what kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, Captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Well, since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. I mean, The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them. Come on, fellas. We'll camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you, and you lot are rank!
आया मैं अभी इधर। इन्होंने एक चीज़ जो उस गेम में इन्होंने नहीं दी, वो थर्ड पर्सन नहीं दिया ना, फर्स्ट पर्सन दिया है। थर्ड पर्सन नहीं है।
For Christ's sake! Henry! Call off that damn dog before it wolfs down the last of our mates.
Essex. कुत्ता है हमारा, इसका नाम मट है। हंटिंग में लोगों के काटने में, उन पे अटैक करने के लिए अगर हम इसे बोलेंगे तो ये अटैक भी करेगा। बस इसे हमें खुश रखना है, इसका ख्याल करना है ना। ये हमारा पर्सनल कुत्ता है मट।
Come here. What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
अभी मट को कुछ खाने के लिए ढूंढ के देते हैं। टास्क है हमारे अभी कुछ ना कुछ हंट करना है हमें मट को खिलाने के लिए। चलते हैं, देखें रैबिट वैबिट हाथ लग जाए कोई। Talk to location you can find by campus pointer at the top screen. मैप कैसे खुलता है? हमसे सही है। ओके, लेकिन पहले चलते हैं, इसके लिए कुछ ढूंढते हैं। ट्रैक करता है ये इधर क्वेस्ट को? लेट्स सी। नहीं, हाँ करता है। Let's see.
Well then, Henry? Henry! Oh, that was a tight thing with the captain, eh?
I got the feeling you'd lost your tongue.
Just for a moment. But true enough. That bastard surprised me a bit.
Well, that's what I'm here for. To deal with that kind of stuff.
And I must say, that was pretty good for your first action as leader of my bodyguard. Let's see if you keep it up. But we managed the situation all right in the end. He even apologised to us. If Hanosh had seen it. Maybe he'd finally stop treating me like a child, eh?
Well, I don't know. When I look at you, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Kiss my arse. And by the way, since you're here, how about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey? With a bit of swordplay.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh? Eh?
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or should we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
sword भी मिल गई है हमें। Find out the hands what the plan is. Well, guys. How to equip trade. Sword ये कैसे उठाएगा ब्रो? हाँ.
So, should we start?
Do you think we're going to fight with our cocks? Put on your helmet and armor, grab a practice sword, and come along.
एक चीज समझ नहीं लग रही मुझे. क्राउच से कॉल करेगा. अभी हमारे पास तो कुछ भी नहीं है. किधर से? हमारा घोड़ा है शायद, उसके पास पड़ी हुई हैं ये चीजें. ये वाला था, कौन सा था हमारा घोड़ा? यही था. यस. नहीं यार, ये क्या पड़ा हुआ है? सैडल है. कॉम्बैट टेक्निक्स. प्लेयर की तरफ. पूरे स्टेट्स हैं हमारे प्लेयर के. स्पीच 15% हो गई है. स्पीड 27%, स्ट्रेंथ 16 है, एजिलिटी 16 है, वाइटैलिटी 15, हेल्थ 100% है, एनर्जी 100% है, नॉरिशमेंट 98 है. चले, हेड कॉलर ये है. अभी हेलमेट किधर से लाऊं मैं? ये अटायर है इस वक्त हमारा. नाइस. क्यू टू चेंज आउटफिट. नाइस. पैडेड कॉल सही है, ये लग गई. अभी हेलमेट लग गया. ट्रेनिंग सॉर्ड है, ये हमारे पास अभी आ गई. सही है गाइस. अभी इसे थोड़ा समझने में टाइम लगेगा हमें. शुरुआत है ना. लेट्स सी. हैंड्स कैप ऑन सर.
Can we start with the swordplay?
You've got your armor. Good. I won't hold back. Did you deal with that dog of yours? I wouldn't want him gobbling up our supper while we're training.
You're right.
उसका
Hang on a while.
पहले से मैं कुछ ना कुछ खिला के आऊँ. सही बात है. फिर जो है अपना ना ये सारी चीज़ें करते हैं. पहले कुत्ता भाई, ऐसा ना हो मट रात को फिर मुझे ही खाना शुरू कर दे. आजा मट बेटा, आजा आजा. किधर गया तू?
I can't go wandering off now.
अभी इधर से आगे नहीं जा सकते हम. हाउ? अभी इधर क्या मिलेगा ऐसा जो उसे खिलाना पड़ेगा हमें? नाइस. Here you go, some food for my dog.
Listen, would you have some scraps for Mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
अब इसके साथ ट्रेड करना पड़ेगा। ये बोल रहा है कि तुम्हारे कुत्ते ने एक चीज़ हमारी चुरा के खा ली है जब मैं पिस करने गया था, और अभी मैं ऐसा कुछ नहीं देने वाला, अपने कुत्ते को कंट्रोल में रखो। तो ट्रेड नहीं करते, हम ऐसे नॉवेल्स के फीस से कुछ ना कुछ लेके देंगे इस पे से।
If you give me that sausage now, I'll bring you something from the feast tomorrow. They'll surely serve us up some real delicacies at Lord von Bergov's castle. And I'll be invited too.
You might be right. After all, you're a noble's bastard, and Sir Hans always keeps you close at hand. All right then, here's your sausage. And don't forget about me tomorrow. My favourite is boar meat with rosehip sauce and cabbage.
ब्रश लगा के बैठ बेटा, इधर की जा रहा है? ओए रुक जा, खा ले। What was that?
Here you go. Take it.
पता नहीं क्या हो गया, फुल स्क्रीन से क्यों हट गई यार।
Look what I have for you.
ले बेटा खा ले। चलें गाइस, एक तो हमारा टास्क कंप्लीट हो गया है, चलते हैं अभी फाइट की तरफ।
Can we start with the sword play?
You've got your armor. Good. I won't hold back. Ready? Let's start. Draw your sword.
Hang on. Let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me. Is that the best you've got?
फील हो रहा है यार ये।
Even work off a sweat.
कॉम्बैट
Oh,
सिस्टम
you
बहुत
will
अच्छा
soon
दिया है
enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence. Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself while you're attacking. You still
can
have to
cover
take
yourself by
care you have
holding.
strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
On guard.
The strength block. Okay.
Good.
Nice.
Good.
अबे
Nice.
मारना।
Good.
हाँ
That's the way.
अभी
That's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking.
Block attacks.
You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
You're doing great, Henry.
Nice.
That's it.
Nice. Nice. इधर जब ये टारगेट पे
Nice.
ग्रीन
But
साइन
what
आएगी तो
about a
हमें
riposte?
होल्ड
Reckon
करना
you
है
can
ना।
manage that?
राइट
Why
माउस
wouldn't
को
I? Nothing to it.
repeat to
I'll
counter
just
attack
follow up a
perform right
perfect
after
block
you first
immediately with a
First
strike.
block your opponent's
I'll
attack
show you.
using
Get
nice,
ready.
okay. ये ब्लॉक किया हमने इधर और ये वापस से अटैक
Great.
किया। ये ब्लॉक किया वापस
Good,
अटैक। नाइस
Henry.
नाइस।
That's not the way. You already showed me how.
ये ले
My
मुंह
word.
तोड़ दिया मैंने इसका।
You're turning into
Nice.
a real master swordsman.
Be sure to remember, If someone gives you a riposte, you can still
बहुत मजे
fend
की
it
game
off
है,
with a
guys.
perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered. Where he's not holding his weapon.
इसके
You
में
defend,
वर्ड्स पे
and I'll
बहुत
show you how.
ध्यान देना है ना हमें,
Alright.
क्योंकि सारा कुछ
Come on
ये
then.
अच्छा हिट you change the attack zone using अच्छा हाँ सही है by attacking where opponent is nice
Pass!
नाइस 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 उस साइड से अटैक करना है जिधर वो अपनी शॉट पकड़ के नहीं बैठा हो ना ये ले नाइस यार ये बहुत रियलिस्टिक है गेम
That's not what you meant to do, is it?
बहुत
All
रियलिस्टिक
right,
है
all right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
अबे शर्त लग रही है otherwise you would reply I will wager more if you like suits me चलते हैं इधर
Alright.
ही
100 groschen it is.
100
Defend
बहुत है
yourself.
तुम्हारे लिए। चले defend yourself आजा
First hit.
Oh.
Square again. Well done.
अब भी बड़े मजा आ रहा है यार This is so nice देख के सर जी देख के क्या हो गया आगे आजा
Fuck me.
नहीं ओए देख के अभी तो रियल शॉट्स मिलेंगे हमें तब कितना मजा आएगा खेलने में ये गेम
Kurva.
अटैक ही नहीं करने दूंगा ना मैं से हाँ इस डिफेंड बहुत अच्छा कर रहा है ये हमारी स्टामिना बहुत इसमें वो है ना जल्दी खत्म हो रही है आओ होल्ड असल में अटैक को काउंटर करने में स्टामिना चाहिए बहुत
Kurva.
रुक जा ब्रो रुक जा सांस ले ले सांस ले ले ये नीचे पट्टी दिख रही होगी आपको सांस की इससे
Kurva.
ये देखिए ये जब कलर चेंज हो रहे हैं ये इसकी सांस फूल रही है जैसे हमारे साथ होता है भाग भाग के ना ज्यादा बंदा भागता है ना
Me.
तो सांस फूलने लग जाती है तो अब हमें हर चीज का देखना मतलब कितनी रियलिस्टिक बनाई है इन्होंने
Kurva.
अगर सांस फूल रही है तो अभी देख रहे हो देखो देखो सांस फूल रही है बहुत ज्यादा अभी अबे रुक तो जा
Fuck me. You won, but I held my own. I yield! Enough! Oh, for fuck's sake, you're unstoppable! Oh, you won the bet, fair and square. I'll settle with you when we get to Trotsky. Now let's go and eat. That swordplay gave me quite
ये
an
हमारी जिंदगी की
appetite.
पहली तलवारों वाली लड़ाई अभी चल रहे हैं खाने के लिए देखते हैं खाने में क्या है
So who won, gentlemen?
Oh, it seems this isn't my day. I knew I shouldn't have bet with you. You've improved since that last time in Ratai.
That time we had a wager for your bow. How did it actually end up?
Henry, that was no time ago at all. Did you get a bang in the head? And of course, I won.
So much has happened since then. Feels like an eternity.
God's truth. We had no lack of excitement. Anyway, I kicked your ass because I'm a master with a bow.
Indeed. Almost as good as with your tongue.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies. Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
Dragging you apart was great fun. You were shit-faced, he was foaming at the mouth, and she was screaming like mad.
I was watching from the table, and I have to say, Henry, you dodged him pretty well. Did you catch a blow at all?
Aye, but nothing worth talking about.
He doesn't go down easy.
Ha! I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry?
Hmm?
You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
I don't know. Nothing happened between us.
Nothing?
No.
I don't get it. A nice lass like that.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
In the camp, with you lot. It was Conrad's turn to gather wood, when I wasn't hungry
ये
yet.
मैंने नहीं सुने इनके
So I stretched
dialogues,
out
और
for a
वैसे
bit
ही
by the
मैंने भी
horses.
कुछ ना कुछ
Oh,
select कर
yeah?
लिया. देखें क्या होता है.
You didn't see
असल इस गेम में
I
dialogue
was going
सुनने
for
हमें.
wood.
It was getting dark.
सारा rely
Luckily,
करता है
just
इन
overlooked me.
बातों पे.
You gave me a nasty shock
Reach a new
when you
level and
came out
stealth
of the
16 eyes.
darkness. You're as quiet as a mouse, and that's the truth.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to negotiate an alliance with him.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the Royal Chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important noble than him.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords. And that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
The sword is the weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to improve your technique, but the result is worth it.
Aye, I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Ishvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Ishvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise, we'll be here for hours again, hearing how Martin the Smith raised him, even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who'll help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won. So Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning. Hmm?
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
खुशी है ना कि कल
Go and strip.
फीस्ट
Henry.
होगा कैस्टल में,
Fellas,
देखें क्या
come and
होता है.
help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages.
So, here, I intend to live a little. Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
लेट्स सी. आर्मर उतार के बोल रहा है कि 40 पाउंड्स कम
Will
हो
I
गया
ever
भाई.
live to see his young lordship finally
बहुत
grow
ही
up?
हल्का हल्का
He's got
फील
a
कर
good
रहा है.
heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
That's a view fit for a king.
Whew. You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on.
बॉडी पर निशान हो गए हैं आर्मर के. देख रहे हैं आप लोग कितना रियलिस्टिक बनाया है इन्होंने गेम को.
Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.
What's the matter?
Females! Let's go to them.
Sir Hans!
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Hans! Oh.
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer.
पीछे जा रहे हैं. ये लड़कियों की आवाज आई है
They're
ना.
not singing. They must be close.
Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer.
और ये बोल रहा है कि हम आगे चलें. ये एक तो इधर है।
Shit! One of them's doing laundry. I have to get closer to the others. And she's blocking our way. In our path. Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
वो स्टोन स्ट्राइक दी। अभी वो दूसरी लड़कियां किधर हैं? चलें। आई होप कि इस तरफ ही हैं बाकी की लड़कियां। आवाज उसी तरफ से आ रही है। नहीं क्या करवाने जा रहा है ये हमसे? मरवाएगा।
Pana v poli na chvilku rozhalila košilku, vidět byl jen kousek, báby křikujou se, aleluja Domine, aleluja Domine. Pana je u muziky, směje se na chasníky, jen pijou jedí, Pána sama sedí, aleluja Domine, aleluja.
पीछे से तलवारों की आवाजें आ रही हैं। हमारे बंदों पे हमला हो गया।
You've got to do something. Stay down, for fuck's sake.
जो पीछे आने वाले थे ये नहीं, ये वही नहीं है। हाँ वही है। अबे सारे बंदे मार दिए इन्होंने हमारे कमीनों ने। नहीं नहाना चाहिए था इन्हें, उधर ही रहना चाहिए था। लेटर उठा के जा रहा है वो। लड़की को लेके जा रहा है।
Don't be a fool, Henry. We don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away.
Hey!
What the fuck are you doing?
Hey! Hands up, or you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pig! That bastard's with them!
Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run!
Catch them! Enough, I said!
What the fuck? She's mine!
इसके साथ ना बिल्कुल सही किया इसने, कमीना। हाहा।
What are you gaping at? Shoot! Well, don't just stand there, you idiots! After them! Along the bank!
Christ! When did you learn to swim?
Just now!
Fucking armor! Come on! Cut them off on the other side!
दूसरी साइड आने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं अभी वो।
Quick!
अबे भाई
Oh, Mott.
What the fuck was that,
Bye.
Henry? You rescuing a damsel in distress?
I'm done with running.
Oh, oh, really? And what exactly do you call... Oh, oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What? Oh, shit.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait! Ah! Fuck!
नहीं निकाल दिया इसने।
We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Yeah, I'll manage. I'd lead the way.
और हथियार सारी चीजें उधर गई कैंप पे। ओ लेटर को जला रहा है वो। नहीं, लेटर उन्होंने अपने पास
You
रख
pull
लिया है।
yourself together. We've got to vanish.
Hunted man, the higher icon under the compass signals what's happening around you. Right now enemies are searching for you. You can find an explanation. अब यार हमारी हेल्थ भी बहुत ही कम हो गई है। रैबिट का जो साइन है मतलब लोग हमें सर्च कर रहे हैं अभी इधर। और ये पूरा ब्लड ब्लड है स्क्रीन पे।
There's
कि
someone
हम
in front of us.
बहुत ही वो
Down.
हैं, घायल है मतलब उस टाइम।
They mustn't get away.
There's a path, but through fissures. Oh, there's no other way to go anyway. Hans won't be too happy when I turn in.
अभी इधर से निकल रहा है, लेकिन इधर कुछ है ही नहीं। है पूरा रास्ता है। आ गया ना इधर। नाइस। अबे उठा ले तलवार तो उठा ले भाई, कुछ कोई चीज तो मरेगा अब ये मेरे हाथ से।
Fuck you, Horson!
अबे यार, अच्छा कट सीन चल गया। मैं सोचूं मैंने कुछ गलत कर दिया क्या गाइस। वेलकम बैक। आज की मुंडी तो सारी मुंडी तो भाई।
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job.
अब्बा की बातें याद आ रही हैं। छित्तर खाने के बाद अब्बा की यादें याद आती हैं बंदे को।
Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders. Ah. Now, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are. Am I dead? Not yet. I'm dead, though.
Well, if I'm not, then how come...
You chose a different path than I wanted for you. And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up.
It's not over yet. For the love of God, wake up. Pull yourself together, Henry.
पूरा खूना खून हो गया है बंदा तो।
Oh, I thought you were done for.
इसके पास कपड़े किधर से आ गए?
Where am I?
चीज उठा के पहन लिया।
You dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk.
गिरे किधर से हम लोग? बच गए हैं फिर भी।
That fella landed with you. He broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be
अच्छा,
running
हम
naked
इसके
through the
ऊपर
woods.
गिरे हैं बंदे के।
And if you're capable of running at all.
Now, where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. We've got to disappear. Right, come on, I'll help you up.
How are you holding up?
Survive करना है. Are you holding up bed?
For Christ's sake, Henry, talk to me. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there.
अबे भाई पता नहीं क्या क्या नजर आ रहा है ऐसे.
Henry, what are you staring at?
बोल ही नहीं पा
They're
रहा.
here. Sigismund's army.
The only army here is the one-man army of Sir Hans Cape. Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Fuck.
ये क्या है?
Scallis is in flames. We're gonna die here.
You'll survive, Scalets. You'll survive this. Come on.
Bianca.
Come on.
पता नहीं क्या क्या नजर आ रहा है ऐसे.
Father?
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else in
Father!
the trunk. Go to the
Easy,
castle.
Henry.
Hurry.
What about you?
Are you mad?
Mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to
For
Sir
Christ's
Anything
sake.
happens, he'll take
Come
care of you.
on. Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it.
क्या गेम बनाई है गाइस इन्होंने.
We'll make it together. You'll see.
सारी चीजें याद आ रही हैं पीछे वाली जो हुआ ऐसे.
Henry, focus.
Must not please no. ये बड़ा वो.
Take me away.
Henry, pull yourself together.
Please stop by
Please.
Samarada.
There's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Run. No.
Don't give in to
No.
it. Hang in there.
तो भाई जुल्म है इधर.
Make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this. It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further.
ये में अंधेरा बहुत है. I hope guys
Henry,
वीडियो में आप
Wake
लोगों
up.
को भी सब कुछ सही से नजर आ जाए.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
ये इसका अम्मा अब्बा मरे हुए हैं.
no, we can't stop.
And Pa. Dead. They're all dead.
But we aren't yet. Henry, a light. Look,
I see it.
we've got to go.
I see the light.
बेटा है जो ये हथियार बनाता है तलवारें वगैरह लोहे को गर्म करके कूट के.
Hold on. Hold on. We.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents. They're...
That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. We were ambushed, but don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, sons.
think you get stuck?
Hey, lad! Are you alive, lad?
नीचे तक आ गए इनके। इसके ख्वाब खत्म नहीं हो रहे। छट्टी हो गई है इसकी। अबे खून कैसे बह रहा है? हाउ रियलिस्टिक ब्रो। अभी तो हम ये गेम अल्ट्रा सेटिंग्स पे नहीं खेल रहे हैं ना, हाई सेटिंग्स पे खेल रहे हैं। और हॉर्स वालों ने बहुत ही मस्त गेम बनाई है।
Scouts. They burned it to the ground.
Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
Huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
जो कुछ हुआ है वो सब इसे नजर आ रहा है।
I am Shamakwat van Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna, and collapsed on the floor.
But you'll help him, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
There's no part of me that doesn't hurt. Inside and out. Mostly my shoulder where I took an arrow.
Little wonder, then. But you're conscious and talking. That's a good sign. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to
Six
get a breath of
bandages, yeah.
fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Bushenna's my name.
And I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Several man level skill and perk points due to your extensive injuries. No choice but to recover and regain them later in the game. Okay. चलें guys, अभी हम bleeding gradually depletes your life and can even kill you. To stop bleeding, open eye inventory and bandages.
Damn.
Apply enough bandages.
Wound is still bleeding.
Okay.
Better ban.
6 की 6 लगा दूंगा यार.
Get it up quick before I bleed out.
Stop bleeding हो गया. उड़ जा भाई अब. अभी चलते हैं बाहर की तरफ. इस रात में तो ये इतना कुछ नहीं दिख रहा था हमें. बुढ़िया ने अच्छा सेटअप करके रखा हुआ है. लेट्स सी गाइस, मैप की तरफ चलते हैं. स्पेशल ऑर्डर बाय योरसेल्फ. जंप कर पा रहे हैं ना अभी हम. क्या हो गया भाई कुत्ते? चले जा रहा हूँ.
Shoulder still hurts like hell.
इधर जाना भी है.
Now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
Watch yourself. Nice.
Feel like a new man.
Short tunic. चलेगा. इस कुछ कपड़े भी मिल गए हमें. कुछ इंसान बन गया अभी हम. अभी भी चक्कर आ रहे हैं सर. लेट्स सी कुछ खा पी लेते हैं. ये इधर बैठ सकते हैं. लेट्स सी सूप खा लेते हैं.
That's really good. So good I wouldn't say no to some more.
Aye, true bliss is a full belly. I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
All right. Tell me, what do the herbs look like?
Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow centre. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
Hey guys, जड़ी बूटियां ढूंढनी है हमें अभी कुछ, और उसके बाद फिर ये इधर चलना है हमें जड़ी बूटियां ढूंढने, और उसके बाद वो बंदा ये जो पड़ा हुआ है कमीना, इसे हमने ना दफनाना है कहीं ना। इससे मैं पहले सारी चीज़ें उठा तो लूँ। नाइस, मस्त मस्त सामान था इसके पास। वेपन्स कौन सी है? कोई भी नहीं है। आर्मर, फूड, बुक्स, मटेरियल, सारी चीज़ें ले ली हमने इसकी। सही है। चड्डी भी नहीं उतार सकते हम इसकी, वरना उतार देता हूँ। लिटरली अभी हमें देखना है कि ये किस तरफ है, ऊपर की तरफ ही जाना है। सही है गाइस। बहुत ही मज़े की गेम है, अभी तक तो बहुत मज़ा आ रहा है मुझे। और ये गेम बहुत बड़ी होने वाली है मुझे जैसा लग रहा है ना। इस गेम में कट सीन्स और ये टॉकिंग बहुत है, बातें बहुत करनी पड़ रही हैं। ये क्या हिरन है? अरे भाई इसे तो होता कुछ, तीर वीर ना काट देते हम इधर। इधर आ गए हैं। ये है क्या वो जो उसने बोला है? हाँ ये
That's it. Chamomile.
कैमोमाइल। और भी ले लेते हैं, पता नहीं कितना चाहिए होगा उसे। बाद में बुढ़िया बोल दे कि दोबारा से लेके आओ तो फिर मैं किधर जाऊंगा। लेकिन बहुत रियलिस्टिक बनाई है गेम इन्होंने ना, इंगेजिंग ग्राफिक्स वगैरह भी बहुत ही अच्छे हैं गेम के। बस आई गेस काफ़ी हो जाएगा। अभी वो दूसरी चीज़ को देखते हैं, सेज पता नहीं क्या थी। इसी मार्कर हटा देता हूँ पहले मैं मैप से। और इस तरफ होगी वो चीज़ मुझे जो लग रहा है।
I can't just go wandering around. I have a duty to Sir Hans.
ड्यूटी तो है पर ये भी तो ढूंढने दो मुझे यार। यानी इधर कहीं बोल रहा है, लेकिन इधर क्या है? ये सामने ये चीज़ है। हाँ ये
Purple flower. Sage. There we go. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
बस यही है। अभी और भी ले लेते हैं भाई, बाद में ऐसा ना हो कम पड़ जाए। पता नहीं तुम्हारा सर हैंस कब उठे। या बाद में भी हो सकता है ये चीज़ हमें काम आए। तो बॉयज वापस चलते हैं। ये पता नहीं किस चीज़ का पेड़ है। ये सेज इधर भी थी। चलेंगे, इस ज़रूरत पड़ी तो दोबारा आ जाएंगे। अभी हम वापस चलते हैं। अभी लेट सी इन्वेंट्री में चलते हैं। इसे बूट वूट पहनाते हैं। ये इसका शूज, ये इसकी पैंट्स इधर लग गई। ये हंटर्स बेल्ट, pouch. Equipping the pouch will open slots that you will place potions and foods into. Nice. ये लग गया पाउच, इसमें हम थोड़ा बहुत रख सकते हैं। ये टॉर्च होगी इधर। अभी क्या होगा? फूड्स इसमें रख सकते हैं? नहीं। ये भी हुड। चले, नाइस हो गया अभी के लिए। ये कपड़े हमने उन गुंडों के जैसे पहन लिए हैं।
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
कुत्ता भौंके जा रहा है बार बार, लोगों की आवाज़ आ रही है, लगता है कोई आया है।
try my
Should have some weapon at hand, in case there's any foul play.
ये उठा लेते
Head's
हैं.
caved in and he bled like a stuck pig. Who killed him? Where's the one that
हमारे ही पीछे हैं. एक मिनट ये equip कर लेते हैं पहले.
Start talking or we'll torch this hovel with you inside it, you old witch.
All right. Some young fellas came
देखें
here.
ये हैंडल कर पाती है
Got
बुढ़िया
into a
है.
fight with your man. What could I do? A weak old woman. They kill a fella outside my door. They threaten me, and now you want to burn my home down for it.
See now, that wasn't too hard, was it? It would have been easier if you told us the truth from the start. It's your own doing. And what happened then? Where's that pair?
वो पूरी पोजीशन में खड़ा हुआ
will
है.
get nasty.
Well, one of them's lying inside, but he's got a fever.
अबे क्यों बता रही
No
है?
use to you. He claims he's a noble, but that'll be the fever talking. He don't look like no lord.
Well, well, a noble, you say? Then you'd better get his lordship fixed up. Then we'll take him with us. You'll forget you ever saw him or us, and you'll keep the roof over your head. Get to it.
जा रहे हैं लगता है. हाँ बंदे को उठा के अभी इधर मत देख. अभी इधर ही आ रहे हैं.
Go to hell! That's that bastard for sure! You're dead, fucker!
अबे वो equip कर यार. अबे equip कर.
I'll beat you to... Fuck this!
किधर भाग रहा है? वो भाग रहा है.
You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit!
अभी भाग रहे हैं. पता नहीं दूसरों को बुलाने जा रहा है क्या करने जा रहा है ये.
All sorts of nonsense at my age.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Who do you think they were?
I don't know what you heard, but when they turned up, they found that dead fella and recognized him as one of theirs. So, they must be with that brute who caught up with you here yesterday. Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
You deserve to know the truth. हाँ बताना चाहिए
Well,
इसे. खैर.
I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir RYZEN Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord Bombergov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them.
Sure. No need for thanks. What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds, and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try.
I don't know how. I have a little experience. नहीं भाई.
But I'm not sure how to do it.
I told you, I'll explain everything. I have a book here with the recipe. But it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble's son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
They have brew a healing potion, लेकिन पहले इस बॉडी का करते हैं ना कुछ.
I can't bury him without a shovel. Jenna said there should be one near the dung heap.
इसे हमें किधर बर्न करना चाहिए? बरी करने के लिए इधर ट्राई करते हैं. इधर रोड है. बेलचा पड़ा हुआ है ना इधर. ये चाहिए होगा हमें. डालना पड़ेगा. ये कैसे होगा? Let me see, guys. एक्स तो खैर इधर कप हो गया. चलो टॉर्च इधर से शायद निकालनी पड़ेगी. फिर इधर जाके ये स्पेयर डलेगा नहीं यार. कोई साइन ही नहीं आ रही. किधर कैसे यूज होगा ये? ब्लीडिंग. पता नहीं यार. Carry the cost to the stream. Carry the cost to the stream. सही है. इधर जाके इसे रखना है. अगर इसे हम पहले दफना देते तो शायद वो लोग.
Shoulder.
थैंक ना करते भाई.
This bastard's hard work. Can't be in the ground soon enough.
This work. Let's get back. अभी चलते हैं वो पोशन बनाते हैं. जल्दी जल्दी में काम करने पड़ेंगे हमें सारे। ये ब्रेड पड़ी हुई है और ये क्या है, वीक सोर्स। उठा ले भाई, सारी चीज़ें उठा ले।
First, go to the recipe book.
Where is the book? ये इधर है।
Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
यही है, लेवल पर चलो।
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
Every potion needs a liquid base. Jugs containing the bases can be found on the shelf to the left. Select the right base and press E. अभी वो देखना पड़ेगा दोबारा से मुझे। पहले क्या चीज़ बोल रहा है ये? Sleep heals you faster and if good quality energy returns faster while sleeping. You will need. अभी ये सारी चीज़ें हैं।
What are you waiting for? Pour it in there.
Bro, view. Wait a second. Haze the chemical and boil for 1 run. मुझे ये चीज़ समझ थोड़ी कम आ रही है। Let's see इधर। Wine, curse, water.
What are you waiting for? Pour it in there.
You will need wine. 2 handfuls of क्या है? Okay, wine की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी। चलें गाइस, ये वाइन है और करते हैं वाइन को।
So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit.
Nice.
Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up.
Okay.
Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked, put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand.
चलें, दोनों आ गए।
All right. Let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
2 handfuls of chamomile. Chamomile. 1. Throw. Nice.
Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames.
सही हो गया.
All right.
Nice.
Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
Grind a handful of sage. How to grind? इसमें डाल के हाँ. Take a handful of sage from the bag and press it to drop into the mortar. Blow the cauldron, then press it to grind it. Okay.
Have you ground it?
Yes.
Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do
Nice.
now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in.
Pour out the remedy. Where? किधर pour होगी? इसमें हाँ, फाइल में. Nice. Pour.
Done.
Nice.
Now, let's see what you've brewed.
क्या brew? 25 price amount तो है सही है. Let's leave table. Nice guys. बड़ी
Here it is.
मस्त गेम है ये तो.
Oh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
मॉर्निंग. चलो गाइस सोने लगते हैं अभी. ये हमारा बेड है इधर. You to sleep and save. मॉर्निंग तक. How long do you want to sleep? Pets. ये मॉर्निंग तक सोना है हमें. ये 5 बजे तक ही सो सकते हैं हम. You to start.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir RYZEN. If I'd have had it like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
But I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Ugh.
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches. War is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake.
Were you having a nightmare?
कि वो लग रही है बेटी
Oi.
जिसका उसे इंतजार था.
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Oh, Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah. That sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Oh, definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
उसके दिमाग में सॉर्ड ही रही थी, तो उसी को पकड़ना यार.
I just told you. Toth.
You know his name, so he's no stranger to you. That could mean you'll meet him again. Or on the other hand, it's a deception and he wants to ensnare you in a trap, one way or another. You should watch out for yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
गाइस, उठाएगा नहीं वो बंदा हमारा. बेड तो खाली है उसका.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us!
Why not?
Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Once, when we were out hunting, Hans was taken captive by humans. But with a bit of luck, I managed to rescue him.
Humans?
You haven't come across them? They're savages from the Hungarian lands. The core of Sigismund's army. Who knows what heathen gods they pray to? They hold nothing sacred. They pillage, rape, and murder. They razed my hometown of Skalitz to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive. I rescued him.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, audentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
Hans was badly wounded during a night raid on Talmberg Castle, and I had to carry him out of the battle on my back, so he wouldn't fall into enemy hands.
Gracious! Raiding a castle? That must be pretty wild, eh?
Indeed it was! Arrows raining down, outnumbered by hordes of foes mercilessly charging at us from all sides. I'm truly indebted to Henry for getting me out of that fix.
But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for, but I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things, but I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
But I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlina. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you, and we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
I really
As Henry
need to eat
says,
something.
may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of
बातें होगी इस गेम में बस एक चीज बहुत मुश्किल है ये जो है ना अपनी चीजें जो हैं ये अप्लाई करना बहुत मुश्किल है।
When's the last time I ate something?
Though I'm not sure I could
पड़ा हुआ है
find
खाने
the
के
way
लिए।
to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer. Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskowitz.
Of all places.
Salam,
And
bro.
it's not the first time.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I've known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I tell you, I saw him there.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. You're still my protector, though. So you need a weapon right away. Here you go. You never know.
Where'd you get it?
I found it in the dung pile. Must have belonged to the fellow I brawled with that night we got here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
गेम सेव्स इटसेल्फ, खुद खुद ब खुद सेव होती आ रही हो, लेकिन बहुत ही अमेजिंग गेम है। अभी तक तो बहुत अच्छी जा रही है। लाइक इसका ओपन वर्ल्ड वर्ल्ड बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल बनाया है इन्होंने। अच्छी खासी मेहनत की गई है इस गेम पे।
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa. Shit! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Parkstein, heir to Ratai! Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers. I am Sir Hans Capon of Parkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir? There's a horseman approaching, in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
Getting in, whether you like it or not.
Get your shitty hands off me! No, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
No, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Taking their time again.
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
I'm sure Sir Hanush would understand.
He might, but he'd never let me forget it. I can guarantee you that. We've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
It's not your fault they died. Don't blame yourself.
We have to take care of their bodies at least. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at AJAZZ. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it?
It's that woman from the pond.
Or the one you gave us away for?
I bear that witch. Wench!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
I've seen you before.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Most important thing,
बात तो है
enjoy
ना
yours while you
पहले थोड़ा बहुत
What was that?
वॉश कर लो खुद को भाई
Oh, poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his
नाइस डाल के दे
feet. Him and
वुमेन
his men were
फ्रॉम
attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ!
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself.
वही
and
बात
won't
कर रही
allow
है
Uh-huh.
his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a more then. I'll be right back.
At least at first.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we, as it happens.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
रेपुटेशन लॉस कैसे होगी थोड़ा गुस्से में चला गया मैं ऐसा नहीं करना था लेकिन कोई नहीं लेट्स सी
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
इस बुढ़िया की मुंडी तोड़ो।
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
What for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you'll work
लो
your
भाई,
debt off, like I said.
लो भाई।
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
Carrying sacks? Sorry, but we'd be wasted on that kind of work. We can do a lot more than just lugging stuff from place to place.
I can't wait to hear this. Go on, impress me.
That's all right. We'll do it. Hauling some sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right. We'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
From far away.
I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truscovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bat-house wench.
I can't wait.
Will Lord von Burgov be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samin is his vassal.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Who is this Samin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family, and his son's called Olda, and it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
But like...
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. Hey, coming right up.
चलें गाइस हो निक्स के अटैक के बाद आप लोगों ने देखा जो इनके साथ हुआ है। अभी ये कैसल में अंदर जाने की कोशिश कर रहे थे तो इनको अंदर जाने नहीं दिया गया। तो अब ये दूसरा तरीका ढूंढ रहे हैं अंदर जाने का। और अभी इन्होंने इधर खाना ऑर्डर कर दिया था थोड़ा ज़्यादा, तो उसके पैसे नहीं है, जिसकी वजह से अभी इन्हें ये काम करना पड़ेगा जो इसने दिया है, सेक्स उठाना है। और इसने बोला है कि एक शादी होने वाली है उस ब्लू ड्रेस वाली लड़की ने, उधर आप लोगों को वो जो लॉर्ड है इस कैस्टल का वो मिलेगा। तो अभी हमें उस वेंडिंग में जाने के लिए इधर बैठे हुए ब्राइड के भाई से बात करनी है। चलें देखते हैं आगे क्या होता है। Where's that E? Swiss. White transfer. Alliance crest. Chilling, guys.
We could come up with a plan to take her away. Somewhere she's out of sight. You know, so she's safe.
लेते हैं काम वाम से जान छुड़ाते हैं ऐसे घुसा के फिर देखते हैं
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Come on. Nobody will recognize you.
Maybe not now, but what about later? People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar, as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Oh!
To a good harvest.
to do now. Chalo.
Look, we're not in any position to pick and choose. So if you want to somehow scrape your way out of this mess, you better forget your airs and graces and make some effort. A bit of honest work won't kill you.
Henry,
Okay.
haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
I understand. I'm in your service, so I'll carry all the sacks, even your share.
Thank you, Henry. And don't worry, I'll pay you back for your hard work.
I'm on it.
Thanks again for accepting it with humility.
Carry
And fear not,
sacks
friend,
to the pantry.
I'll repay the favour.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
चलें guys, game saved है. Sacks उठाने हैं ये इधर.
Bloody innkeeper. Ooh, that isn't half heavy. Oh.
Where to put them now? मुझे लगता है इधर जाना है. हाँ. एक हो गया. नाइस।
What's man find that?
बैठ के ऐश ही कर रहा है, हम इधर आटे की बोरियां उठा रहे हैं।
One beer.
Something about that.
इतना बेहतरीन म्यूजिक है।
Look out! That was our
And what can I get for you?
But the two of us managed to get away. It was the same bandits who attacked Lord von Bergov's men. Why the fuck
Environment
doesn't anyone
बहुत
believe
अच्छी है
us?
इस गेम की ना।
Maybe because you've got no way of proving it.
ये क्या कर रहा है इधर? लड़ने तो नहीं शुरू हो जाएगा इसके साथ?
What did you say?
हाँ, देखा?
Say it again.
मैं
It
समझ
was
गया था।
their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
There, Arschloch!
किधर मसलों में डरा के मसलों में जा।
Have it!
अबे ये कौन मार रहा है मुझे?
Fuck her out, damn it!
अबे ये सारे बंदे उसके हैं, पता नहीं कितने।
You're no match for us!
ये पता नहीं किधर किधर से मार रहे हैं यार। एक बंदे को तू तो मर जा कमीने। अबे ये खून निकल रहा है।
Damn it! Nice hit!
अच्छा सांस फूल रही है तो हम कुछ कर भी नहीं पा रहे, कोई अटैक भी नहीं कर पा रहा है।
Show what you made!
ये ले ये ले ये ले गंजे।
Go fuck yourself! Take that fucker out, damn it! Bitten on start! Let him have it!
ये ले
Right on there! Gorva! Get the fuck out!
You are wounded? ये ले ये भी लो।
Come on then!
अबे हमारी हेल्थ बहुत जा रही है यार।
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
Why'd he do it?
Yeah!
Don't spare him!
ये भी नहीं मर रहा है, कितने मैंने मुक्के मारे। अभी मैं मरने लगा हूँ गाइस। मेरे को नहीं समझ आ रहा है कि मैं कैसे भागूं, किधर भागूं और क्या करूं।
You want to try me?
भाग भाग के मुझे मारना पड़ेगा। अबे
bloody Pope, fuck!
रुक तो जा। उसको भी दो, जो जाने उसको भी मार रहे हैं उधर।
I'll rip your arse open. Let him have it.
What happened?
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
क्या किया इसने?
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak... Oh. You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off.
You get a whipping too.
है ना, हैंस है ही चूतिया।
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm sorry, sir, but it's your fault what happened in the tavern.
What? My fault? You can't be serious. Whose fault is it that we're in this fucking pillory?
I don't fucking believe it! You're really gonna blame me for it? It was you who caused the brawl. You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me? Fat chance! If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it! You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Enter Sir Hans.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you! I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life! You're fucking useless! You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt!
Oh, that's enough! This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I have to consider what to do next.
रात ये इधर ही थे, सुबह हो गई है अगली।
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto!
Hey! Open Virgo!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
The
Oh. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
reputation, everyone should accept his consequences. If your son is lying, so it's great.
Suppose I really do need to find
here.
some job. I'll find muck without
अगर
you.
crime
You
करेंगे
stuck-up lord of Perkstein.
सही है.
Henry? Aye. You're in the right place. Over here? Are you going to just stand here like...
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
Where are you headed? If you're only passing through here.
For work. To the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
You said you were going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long, just until I find a way to make a living.
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first. That's going to take me a long while yet.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller or a nomad. But don't say it too loud. The locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He breaks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Damn. I could use a horse. It'll take years to get to Semin on foot.
Don't exaggerate. This province is small.
Still, it'll be faster with a horse.
There's a stud farm in Semin, renowned far and wide.
And which way is Semin?
Southwest from here, not too far. There's a road goes right there from the green. Just go down the hill. Once you see the walled farmhouse, you're there. Though I'll be a queen before you can afford a horse from Semin.
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semin. Do you know anything about that celebration?
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout he was fighting with.
How much time do you think I have? Have the preparations already begun?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom. So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak in. I'm practically naked. Nobody's going to want to even talk to me like this.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed. Although, that might not be a sorry sight.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin, a monk's robe, or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armour?
I'd like to look distinguished, like the proper right hand of a highborn lord.
After what you did here, I'd say your days as a right hand are over.
Still, I don't want to look like some yokel.
Without money, you can't deck yourself out in much finery. You'd certainly find something fancy in Bartoszek's workshop. And if anybody asks, you didn't hear it from me.
Thanks, but I'd rather get my clothes honestly. I just got out of the pillory. I don't want to end up there again.
Well, I'm not pushing you, just giving you a few useful tips. What you do with them is up to you.
I have no money. I might as well beg on the village green like you.
The hell you will. This is my turf. Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow. I mean, thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, don't start crying. You'd better find some work quick.
I really need something to wear.
I can see that. Save up
भी
for
try करते हैं।
something or use those lockpicks.
कपड़े मिल
Either
जाएं।
way, I can't help you anymore.
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to pay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again. Got any other ideas?
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
मीटिंग 12। थैंक यू 12 फॉर योर टाइम। इधर क्या है? इधर क्या है? ऐप खोल के देखते हैं थोड़ा बहुत। ये क्या क्वेस्ट है? इधर चलते हैं।
Doesn't it bother you walking around here like some animal?
बहुत बॉदर करता है यार, कि मैं क्या बताऊं। इसके साथ हम नहीं बात कर सकते, ये गार्ड है।
God bless you.
Greetings to you too.
लॉक पिक कर सकते हैं उधर। Nice, you can start log picking by holding E. मुझे समझ तो नहीं आया।
I went past your garden the other day.
ट्राई करके
Dog of
देखते
yours
हैं।
was going mad, barking and growling at me like I was a stranger. He never used to be like that.
I know. Sorry. He's getting old and losing.
ये पता नहीं कैसे था, पकड़ा ना जाऊं इधर मैं अभी। Let's try.
He used to be such a sweet dog.
You don't have a lock pick. पता नहीं किधर गिर गई lock pick भी हमारी।
I don't want to wait for him to bite someone.
You see? Yes.
चलो गाइस, ये घोड़े खड़े हुए हैं इधर, हमें नहीं मिल सकते।
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Protection gained. ये भी हमारे मिशंस हैं मैन। Get in the wedding party with the help of the blacksmith student. और ये क्या है? Find out what happened to Mud. Go and see Tomcat. ये सी में gain access to wedding party with the help of millet. अभी हम बी की तरफ चलते हैं। इधर से तो घोड़े भी नहीं चला सकते हम। चलना शुरू करते हैं बी की तरफ। हम कुछ करने की कोशिश करते हैं, कपड़े वपड़े ढूंढने की कोशिश करते हैं पहले इधर, उसके बाद
you forget your clothes somewhere?
Thanks for pointing that out. I was just changing.
कपड़े हमारा भी कुत्ता था ना अपना मट, पता नहीं किधर चला गया। कोई मुफ्त का घोड़ा ही मिल जाए यार। इधर कोई काम करने को नहीं मिल सकता है क्या हमें?
What was that sound?
अबे ये मैं प्राइवेट प्रॉपर्टी में आ गया हूँ, मुझे जाने दे बहन। सॉरी सॉरी सॉरी, माय मिस्टेक। बस मैं नहीं आ रहा वापस, यहाँ कहीं नहीं आ रहा।
Put some clothes on.
कहाँ से
You
लाऊं?
can't just go walking about like this.
कितना वो इधर मैं अपोलोजाइज करता फिरूंगा। मुझे कोई जॉब ही ढूंढ दो यार।
Halt! Search! Show me what you've got on you.
कुछ भी नहीं है, क्या है?
Go ahead and search me. I've got nothing to hide.
Mm-hmm. Everything in order. Carry on.
क्या है जो तू सर्च करेगा?
Carry on then.
ये वही टैवरन है, ये वही बुढ़िया बैठी हुई है।
Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I've stopped being angry. And if you don't have anywhere to sleep, they'll look after you and jelly off.
What do you want?
Show me your wares.
इसके पास क्या क्या है? कुछ भी नहीं। वेपन्स में टॉर्च है। फर्स्ट भी कोई नहीं है।
Maybe next time then.
Greetings. What brings you here so early in the morning?
यार इतना टाइम है डाइस खेलने जितना।
A large beer for me.
Greetings. Do you need something?
I'll have a look at your wares.
कुछ भी तो नहीं है। ये जो साइन आ रही है, ये इधर जाना पड़ेगा। ये भी मिस कर दिया ना हमने चांस।
Next time, have a bath before you come to see me, you pig.
बे भाई।
As the local scribe, you know a lot of things, right?
I'd say so. In this province, not a squirrel farts without my knowing.
So, if I needed to get something, you'd certainly be able to tell me where, right?
Depends on what you're looking for. Don't involve me with anything dishonorable.
No, don't worry. I'm just looking for some armor.
Armor? Well, unless you want to join von Burgau's retinue, I don't think I can help you. But try Radovan, the blacksmith in Tachov. He might at least sell you an iron helmet.
You don't know of anything better?
Aha! So, the good man is a connoisseur, eh? And how would Prince Brunswick's armor suit you?
Whose armor?
Oh, it's just a local legend.
What legend?
It's hard to explain. There are actually 2 legends, or even 3. Well, it doesn't really matter. Why are you so interested anyway? Fine armor like that belongs in the hands of a knight.
Are you saying I don't look like a knight to you?
You? Not unless they started knighting village yokels. In short, they say the armor of ancient Bohemian Prince Brunswick is hidden here, waiting for some valiant knight to find it. I don't believe it, of course. After all, I'm educated. But you'd be surprised how many fools have set off to find it.
Look, enough talking. Do you know where I can find Brunswick's armor or not?
Yes, lad, if it even really exists. But I do have a little bit of advice for you. Sir Chenyek, who they say hid the armor, left behind a riddle. It's a test that must be passed by whoever wants to find it. Do you want to hear it?
And how did that riddle go?
Wait, how was it? I've got it. Take your leave of crone and maiden, standing tall behind the gates. Boldly go towards true midnight. In caverns cold your prize awaits. Pass through the all of forest kings, hidden deep from hunter's gaze. Standing tall 2 guards of stone, behind whom yearned for treasure lays. Between them stands a mighty rock, a subtle niche, yet deeper still, a place to give one's art to God. Behold, my armor gleaming still.
Uh-huh. And that was supposed to help me, eh?
Answers come to the wise, kicks to the stupid.
The crone and the maiden towards midnight. We've got east, west, midday, midnight. Well, thanks a lot.
Hold on, I'll give you something else. Sir George, who previously owned the armor, wanted to have a nice poleaxe made in Prague too, but he died of the plague before he could do it. I'm not too certain about Brunswick and his armor, but this is certainly true because I have a copy of George's order here. Here, take it as a keepsake. And now go.
मेरा थे लगने वाला अभी टाइम क्या हुआ है इधर चलते हैं चलें ब्रो बहुत सफ़र करना है अभी हमें पैदल ये गेम बहुत बड़ी होने वाली है, मुझे लगता है 50 घंटे से ज़्यादा होगी, लेकिन बड़े मज़े की बनाई है इन्होंने। इधर मैं किससे हंट करूंगा? हम लोगों ने भी आगे चल के घोड़ा खरीदना है, वही बिल घोड़े पे घूमेंगे फिर हम। ऐसे रास्ता है ना? हाँ, इधर पहुंचेंगे कैसे हम? नए विलेज में आ गए हैं हम लोग। लेट्स सी इधर के लोग कैसे हैं, पिछले वाले के तो बहुत ही हरामी थे। ये ब्लैक से डिस्कवर्ड टेक होल, टक होल, इस शहर का नाम है। ये ब्लैक से थे जिसकी तरफ हम उधर से निकले थे ना, ये वही ब्लैक से है। लेकिन चढ़ जा इधर से भाई, नहीं चढ़ेगा, इधर से चढ़ जा यार। ये मेन रास्ता है इस गांव का, ये इधर ब्लैक समेत है। क्या हो गया इससे? चलो, हमारी खुद की हालत खराब है फिलहाल। अरे भाई मुझे ट्रेड नहीं करना।
What do you want, you yokel? Speak up or get lost.
I'm here about the job.
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. What do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know Henry.
यही बना रहा है
The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade.
Nice.
That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Let's get started.
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge.
Nice.
Fucking shavings.
The blacksmith's son. Reputation gained.
Go over to the anvil and let's get started.
Okay. Get into the vending party with the help of the blacksmith. Okay. अभी इधर किधर आ रहा हूँ मैं? Start blacksmithing. Hunting sword description. This item cannot be crafted long access. अबे hunting sword ही तो करनी है ना हमें. नहीं है, स्टील नहीं है, स्क्रैप मेटल नहीं है, फैशनिंग मटेरियल. कहते हैं हाँ हाँ भाई कर रहा हूँ, मुंह तो धो लेने दे. ये क्या पता मेरे साथ क्या क्या है.
What?
अरे ये मैं इधर किधर आ गया.
Trying to scare me?
You gonna get started then? Stop faffing about and get the things from the chest.
Where is
I'm
jet
sorry.
chest? Oh, here it is.
We won't have any problems.
ये पड़ा हुआ है ना. Nice.
Everything's there. Nothing's missing.
सारी चीजें आ गई हैं,
Furnace
क्राफ्ट
is cold
करते हैं.
now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too
Take care,
long to
then.
fit in the fire.
Nice.
You have to heat it up bit by bit. Try poking it around for
Move,
a bit.
move workpiece. You can move the piece back and forth to heat its individual parts.
Come on, Henry. I don't have all day. Back and forth. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works the bellows. Tell the temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out.
Nice.
See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it.
Okay.
Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times.
Okay.
See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side.
Have to rotate. Nice. This game is so fun.
Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway.
Continue forging. The closer you are to completion, the closer the shape of your
Henry,
piece is.
when you've got a workpiece heated up, you can't just stand there and gape at it.
Okay, तो वो कैसे
Hurry up now. It's cooling and you're not doing anything.
अबे तो वो कैसे करते हैं? Keep forging until
Move it.
it
You're
cools.
standing there like a fence post. You call this working? It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from
Okay,
time
okay.
to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil.
Okay.
See that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. The ring you want. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going. Sparks. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's
Nice.
left is to temper it. And the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking.
After finish forging your sword, you must temper it with. Yeah, nice. Oh, क्या कहने. Nice. Full hunting sword. Quality: stave damage 58, slash damage 66, blunt damage 25, defense 80, price 20.5. Nice. हम तो अमीर होने वाले हैं.
Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
What good does it do me to whistle while I work?
It makes you work to a rhythm. You won't get tired so quickly, and the iron feels it.
How do I know a good strike from a bad one?
By the sparks that fly up. And by the ring. It rings out with a different sound when you do it right.
What's the right way to heat up the workpiece?
Do it till it turns the color of straw. Ideally, the color should be the same everywhere, if your forging's going to be even. The main thing is, don't work it cold. You just ruin it. But don't overheat it either. As soon as sparks start to fly off it in the furnace, take it out.
Why should I forge evenly?
If you keep hammering the same spot, you'll never finish it. You'll just fuck it up. But jumping from one end to the other ain't a good idea neither. You'd end up working unevenly. The best thing to do is aim each strike next to the one before.
How will I know it's finished?
Notice the shape. The closer you are to finishing, the more precise the shape it will have.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury. They can't afford it neither.
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Well, you can sell them, though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things from you.
Where exactly is my bed?
At the side of the house. There are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. You go in by the rear door, next to the woodshed, and you can put your things in the chest there. Don't worry, nobody'll steal them.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right, here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work.
Nice. ये बड़ी मेहनत कराने वाला है गेम से Blacksmith son. I would say अभी के लिए करते हैं, काम करते हैं. Yeah. दिन भी है, काम करते हैं.
What do you want here, you scoundrel? Why'd you barge in here? How can I help you today, friend?
I'll have a look at the wares.
के पास swords हैं. सेल करने के लिए हमारे पास ये एक हंटिंग स्वॉर्ड है. ये बास्केट ये भी डाल देते हैं.
I'd like to do something about that price.
Sure. Why not?
Angling will allow you to influence the price you buy or sell items for, and exchange offer you to come.
All right, I agree.
You. And a good day to you, friend. What are you here for, friend? It's about those 2 idiot hands of mine, Venser and Franzi. They drove off with a cart full of goods towards Semine, and they never came back.
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart ended up, and especially the cargo. Go to Semine and find out what the bloody hell happened.
Have you any idea which way they might have gone? I could have a look along the way. Maybe their cart broke down or something.
There's only one road to Semine that can take a cart. It leads from Takov to Troskovitz, and then to the south. But I've got a bad feeling they got up to no good in Semine.
Those 2 hands of yours, Venser and Franzi, what can you tell me about them?
Can't tell you much. They're wandering laborers. I don't think they wanted to stay here with me for long. But these days, I can use all the help I can get.
Were they suspicious in any way?
No, they worked hard. They ain't no slackers. And I can't say that about everyone.
What was the cart carrying?
Bugger and bollocks. All sorts of stuff. I'd say Lord Samin wants to rearm his garrison with new equipment. There were some hunting swords, bastard swords, crossbow bolts. I also fixed the trigger on young Samin's crossbow, and some kitchen stuff. Sacks of charcoal, all sorts of things. There's a good month's work in that cartload.
All right. I'll get right on it then.
Go ahead. And if you find that pair of fools drunk, kick their asses for me.
Gladly. I'll kick some sobriety into them.
I'll have a look at the wares.
नहीं वो सेल कर दी ना. स्वॉर्ड बाय करनी पड़ेगी अभी. हमारे पास कुछ भी नहीं है. हो सकता है रास्ते में कुछ ऐसा इनकाउंटर करना पड़ जाए, कहीं लड़ाई वड़ाई. लेकिन हमारे पास पैसे कितने हैं? यू 18.5. ट्रेडर सेलिंग पता नहीं क्या लिखा हुआ है. लेट्स सी क्या 25 ऑर्ड के ट्राई करते हैं. कैन वी बाय दिस एट बास्केट? नहीं, ये महंगी हो जाएगी. ये ले लेते हैं मिलिट्री सॉर्ड या नाइट्स लॉन्ग सॉर्ड ले लेते हैं. हाँ ये सही है.
Word about the price? Sure, why not?
हमारे पास गाइस हैं 18 रुपए 5 पैसे. ये बहुत महंगी है. कैंसल स्पेस.
What a shame. I'm done haggling with you.
ब्रो इतने सस्ते में तो कुछ नहीं मिलने वाला है. 15 रुपए में ये पिक पता नहीं क्या पड़ा हुआ है. टेगर 18 रुपए का है. बहुत महंगी है इसकी सारी चीज़ें गाइस. वेपन्स में चलते हैं. बाई कर लेते हैं वो ऊपर से कोई हंटिंग सॉर्ड वगैरह. वो भी 20 रुपए की है. ये 16 रुपए की है. ये वाली बाय कर लेते हैं फॉर नाउ. क्या हो गया? हैगल नहीं कर सकते अब?
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything then, eh?
I want bro, but I don't have much पैसे.
What would you like?
Can I ask you about that cart?
What is it you need to know?
What was the cart carrying?
Bugger and bollocks.
Bro.
All sorts of stuff. There's a good
उसने पहले ही ये सारा कुछ बक लिया.
All right, I'm on my way.
Time's wasting. Run along.
Time's wasting. Run along.
I'll have a look at the wares.
I'll go with hunting sword. 16 रुपए की है. ये सही है फिलहाल के लिए. क्यों हैगल क्यों नहीं कर सकते अभी? ऐसा ना करो यार, मुझे कुछ तो दो.
What are you doing, you whistler?
हमारे पास घोड़ा है किधर जिसे हम